Step back on, finish off this, and then we wait up here. Oh, there's a fifth one. I didn't see the fifth one before. Oh, curveball. Still praying range, we're all good there. And all right, there we go. The towel moves. You wait for this guy to go. Let's go. So I'm going to pray melee because we're going to be getting up close and personal with the duck. Let's attack him. Watch out for the swirlies. And start attacking the boss. Pray mage. That's a mage attack. And yeah, recline a little bit while we take the boss down. And step off. Pray range. That's a range attack. Pray back to pray melee. Thralls would actually be quite good here as well. Pray mage. Alright, now the towels come out, so let's take that out. There is this pulse that I'm not really sure how you count other than just tanking it. And that is a pray melee because it's a red crystal. And step off. Back on. Pray range.
More savings, more value, more peace of mind.
Get it all with a Z guarantee at Zanesville Toyota.
With every new Toyota you receive.
Okay, and then we move across to the next one. I'm already praying range, look at that. So step away, pray mage, because the mage crystal. Seems like around the sides are a little bit better than standing in front of the towels as well. I'm not sure if they're like a kind of a safe spot. And let's jump back to the tail. So I guess we go back and forth on the towels until both of them are taken out. The towels do seem a little slow when you're just, in a 4-man, 5-man. On masses, they go down in just one instance. So it's a back and forth between the towels, and then we'll be jumping back on the main boss itself. Already playing melee, so we don't need to switch. Let's run across. We have to do this in 3 phase. Pray mage crystal. And swirlies, step away. Step back on. Already praying mage. Happy days. And is this towel going to go down on this one? Come on, we've got this. No. Alright, back over. Pray mage, already good there. And that's that one done. Is that towel? Alright, now back on the head. Cool. Right, watch out for the swirly circles. Pray range. Sip our prayer pot. And that should be... Oh no, that towel's come back out. Pray mage. Interesting. Okay, step off. We're already praying mage, we're all good there. Switch back to pray melee. And we should be finishing off the kill now. Alright, we've got to watch out for these pulse waves. So you don't get this on mass if you're doing mass worlds. And there we go. That is KC done. Sunfire splinters. Not too shabby. Alright, I think we do one more KC and then we'll do a conclusion. Alright, so the room will reset and it will throw us back down to the bottom. And again, we're taking out these cave entrances. 5 of them, not 4. Counting is hard sometimes. So let's attack. Watch out for the swirlies. Pray melee, sorry. Next cave. You don't all have to bunch up on the same one as well. You can, as you can see. The other lads have gone ahead. Pray range. Step away. Back on. Attack. And there we go. Next one. Let's help the lads out. Get that one down. Alright, we're already praying range. That's all good. So they're finished off. So now we wait for the seer to tell us to go. Run, 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 run. Alright, so pray melee. Let's get on the main boss. Alright, step off. Already praying melee. We're all good there. Take a prayer sip. You know what, I'm going to use my Elder Maul spec, see if we can do some damage on it. There we go. Step off, do it again, pray mage. Switch back to our normal, because we've used our specs. So the towels should start to spawn soonish. I think it's when it gets, when it gets to sub 50%, the towels start spawning. eat up while we're attacking. Keep an eye out for our crystals coming down. Pray range. Step off. Back on. That's a mage attack, so let's pray mage. And then the next tower, running back over. We're already praying mage, we're all good there. Did get tagged by the pulse waves, that's okay. Step off because of the swirlies. Pray melee crystal. Take a prayer sip. Pray range. Next tower, back over. So you can kind of time it when I think it's when it's jolting. You can step over. Oh, pray melee. Step off. Back on. Already praying melee. We're all good. Back over to the next, the second tower. Pray range. Step off because the swirlies. Pray melee. And back onto the other tower. We should be able to take it down on this go, I reckon. Pray mage, step off, back on. That's that one done. And now back on the head. I'm going to pray melee while we're up close and personal. Oh. Maybe not. Pray range. Alright, so the tower's done its pulse wave. Let's step over. Yeah, it is when it's like jittering you can step over. Pray mage. And it's looking like it's when these go up that then it then does its attack. So you can watch these pillars to see what attack it's going to use. But anyway, that is KC done. Oh, Toon got soiled pages, which I believe is for the Tome of Earth, which is the new tome that's been added with this. But yeah, to escape, you just need to slide down the slope here, leave, and you back down to where the bank is. But anyway, really nice fight.
Nespresso.
Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help, and welcome back to another video today. So today we're going to be killing the Huey-Coatl. I don't know if anyone knows how to pronounce that properly, but yeah, let's take on the boss. So why even kill this boss in the first place? Because of the unique drops. The first one being the hide, which you could make a new dragon hide armor with. Next we have the Tome of Earth, which is pretty much like the Tome of Fire or the Tome of Water, but for Earth runes. And the brand new Dragon Hunter Wand, which is the first mage version that has the Draconic effect, similar to the Lance or the Dragon Hunter Crossbow. Other than that, it will drop a bunch of just alchapels, some runes, some seeds, and it also will drop this brand new seed right here, which is used to make the new goading potions. Other than that, new seed right here, which is used to make the new goading potions. Other than that, bunch of supply drops, soiled pages, air orbs, sharks, bones, cannonballs, limpwort roots, a good amount of supply drops, and of course it does drop a pet and some hard clue scrolls. So this is the gear that the wiki will recommend, so kind of take what you have from this. I personally have been using the Dragon Hunter Lance myself. So this is the gear I've been taking. We've got the Nezinot face guard, the Amulet of Torture, bandos, the Primordial boots, ferocious gloves, Dragon Hunter Lance, fire cape, Rada's blessing, Dragon Defender, and the Ring of Suffering. So how you actually get to the Huey-Coatl boss is you want to go over to the dark forest area right here. Now, pretty much the best way of getting there is using a Quetzal transport to the gorge and then kind of walking around and getting up to the mountain this way. But if you have the Pendant of Eights, you can get there a lot faster. Using the Pendant of Eights, you can just rub it and immediately teleport to the dark forest once you've activated the altar, and it should teleport you fairly close to the fight right here. So I'm basically just going to be running east from the statue, and it will get you pretty close to the boss right here. So right here is the Bank Buffalo and the instance for the boss. At the Bank Buffalo, I've been depositing my Pendant of Eights back in, and I will grab out a super combat potion, and then I usually bring about 5-6 prayer potions, and then I'll fill the rest of my inventory up with some food. As you can see, there is a lot going on during the fight, so I'm going to put the Entity Hider plugin on so that you guys can see. So basically, the fight will start off here, and you want to attack some of these caves or portals. I don't know what people have been calling them. They're called the body. You just want to attack these, and especially if you're in a big group with a bunch of people, they will go down pretty fast. I also usually summon my thrall just to help out a little bit here. And once you kind of walk into the room, it gets very easy, and the fight goes extremely quick in these mass worlds. So you want to start off by attacking the boss right here and move out of the way of the blue squares, and the blue attack is pray from magic, so you're going to want to do that. When the tail comes out, you want to be running on a diagonal to avoid all damage. That took me a little while to kind of figure that out because I was taking damage like crazy. The green one, you want to pray range, move out of the way of the blue thing again. The tail's very easy to do on these mass worlds, and then head back up to the boss. It's a very simple fight. It's a little harder to do solo or in a group of 4 to 5 people. I was doing it in a group of 3 today, and it was actually quite fun, but yeah, somebody just got a hide, and we got a soiled page. We're going to do another example kill because the first one went extremely quick. So we're going to start off by summoning a thrall. Make sure your Dragon Hunter Lance is on the crush style, and attack the body. Try and do as much damage as you possibly can. As I'm saying that, I hit nothing. Kill these off as quick as you can, and then you're going to get ready to head into the room. So once you go into the room, you just want to head north up to the boss and attack him. A lot of people are starting to use magic here to get like the first couple of hits in. Move out of the way of the blue thing on the floor. Attack the boss, put prayer melee on when the red one comes out, and run on a diagonal to avoid the wave. That's pray range. That's pray range. Once the tail's dead, head back up to the boss. And just try and do as much damage as you can. And Limpwort Roots. I would say the hardest part of this boss for me to learn was the diagonal running. Other than that, the boss is fairly easy. Very easy to switch your prayers and the different mechanics with the prayers. Just some simple colors and moving out of the way of the lightning that comes on the ground. So the boss itself is fairly easy. You don't really use too much food here at all. Even when I was doing like the solos and when I was doing it in groups of 2 to 3 players, you hardly ever use food, especially if you're doing all the mechanics properly. And that can be a really good way to learn by either doing it solo or doing it in a group of just a couple of people, because then you kind of get the mechanics down more. Just basically simple praying and making sure that you run on a diagonal all of the time to avoid the wave damage. That can be huge. And if you're soloing or doing the tail, it goes to the other side too, so you have to keep running back and forth, and you get really good at the wave mechanic that way. So you won't take a lot of damage in the future. But I personally really enjoy doing it on these mass worlds, getting the KC to go up. I know it's definitely not as good for getting drops. If you want the better chance at drops or the pet, you're going to want to do it in smaller groups or even solo. But anyways, today we're going to be doing it for a full hour with in the group, the mass world. We'll turn Entity Hider back on so you can actually see that there's a ton of players in here. We'll reset our experience, and we will also see how much loot we can get in the hour as well. And then we'll do a loot from the past couple of days of me doing this boss. You guys can get a good sample size of how much loot you can get in 200 plus kills.
Let's go over a few features of the Dyson Wash G1 wet cleaner. The Wash G1 is designed to wash hard floors properly, providing thorough cleaning that tackles wet and dry debris in one pass. The counter-rotating microfiber rollers with 64,800 Phillips.
No way! I got the hide. Damn. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so we've got about a minute left on the timer, so I'll finish off this last kill. And this guy right here, 5SS, is literally rank 2. He's got like 3,500 KC, and he was saying he didn't have the pet yet. Okay, so the hour is up, and we gained a total of 65,000 experience, 16k attack, 16k defense, 16k strength, and 16k HP, and a little bit of magic. I definitely didn't cast the Thrall every kill. And as of loot for the hour, 5 million GP. Now, if we were to minus the hide, because that's pretty lucky, we gained about 340k cash within the hour. So still not terrible considering it's a group boss, and you could probably do this at like any level, really. Like, I've seen some level 90s in there, some level 80s in there. But yeah, about 300 something K cash per hour. And now what you guys have all been waiting for, this is my log for 250 kills, a couple solos and a couple with like groups of 4 and 5, but most of it was done in mass, and 250 kills has netted me 7.2 million GP. Obviously the hide is about almost 5 million worth of that, but other than that, the drops are really good, especially for Iron Man accounts. Surprise, surprise. We got 10 of the new seeds, which is great for making the new potions, the goading potions, and the prayer renewal ones. Also, a ton of just herb seeds in general, like a crazy good amount of things like lantidimes, toad flax, torstals, some great seeds for farming. Cannonballs is always nice, an absolute ton of alkables for just pure cash. Raw sharks, something I need to actually stock up on more of, so that's great. As well as the air orbs are really nice too, because I've got a bunch of the battle staffs in the bank. Limpwort root, some soiled pages, some runes, and yeah, and that's pretty much about it. So yeah, 7.2 million GP and 250 kills. But overall, definitely a pretty fun and chill boss. Very easy mechanics to learn. You could easily do it like in a group of a couple of people, solo, or in the mass world if you're going for fast KC. Yeah, I'll probably be killing this boss for a couple of more days. It'd be nice to get it to about 500 KC, something like that. Maybe get another unique or two. One day I'd like to go back for the, I guess you need 6 hides in total. I think the pet would be really cool too. And of course, I'd like the Dragon Hunter wand and even the tome. Honestly, all of the rewards here are pretty cool. So I might casually kill it over time and get all of the uniques from here. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.
If you don't keep the bars on the pillars up by the time the next cast comes around, you'll lose the buff, but don't worry, this mechanic repeats for the rest of the fight. So you will need a detailed Huey Coddle guide. Huey Coddle is a new mid-level Valimore boss. Her stats don't scale with the number of players in the encounter. She has 2500 HP and is weak to crush weapons and earth magic. Huey requires doing the quest Children of the Sun, which grants access to Valimore. First-timers will also have to talk to the NPC Tala at the bottom of the hill before starting the fight. It is recommended to have at least 60 combats, 70 HP, and 43 prayer for protection prayers. Huey Coddle is located on the top of the Dark Frost Mountain. There are 2 ways to get to Huey. You can use the Quetzal transportation system and fly up to the Quetzalcoatl Gorge and run up. Or you could use the Pendant of Eights to teleport to the Dark Frost just west of the mountain. For gear, you're going to want to wear your best strength gear. There shouldn't be much damage going out if you're praying and doing mechanics correctly, so you could bring Inquisitor armor for the strength and accuracy bonus. You will want to make sure your weapons are on crush attack style. I suggest using the Dragon Hunter Lance since Huey's also weak to Dragonbane weapons. For special attack weapons, it's advised to bring multi-hit weapons like Dragon Claws or Chain Mace for the tail. If you are in a group, you could bring damage specials for the main body like Voidwaker. During tail, you are in a group, you could bring damage specials for the main body like Voidwaker. During tail phase, your damage will be limited to at most 9 damage, so it is advised to bring weapons that can multi-hit or attack quickly. The best setup would be a full Blood Moon with a dual Mako Weedle. If you don't have full Blood Moon, then either just the dual Mako Weedle or the cheaper Glacial Tumodal will provide the same DPS output. Here is a sample of the inventory you could bring. You will want to bring a combat boosting potion, a few prayer pots, and some food. If you have a gear switch or a special weapon, bring that as well. It is advised to use Thralls for quicker kills, and you can use Death Charge for special gain in Phase 1 and when defeating Huey. Killing the tail during Phase 3, the tail phase, will not count for Death Charge. To start the fight, you would jump over the chain in the camp. If you want to start a solo or group with friends, then you can make a private instance by clicking on the flag near Tala by the entrance of the camp. For Phase 1, you'll have to kill 5 parts of Huey's main body. I'm going to call them Huey spots. These spots each have a 1x1 hitbox, 250 HP, and do not attack. I suggest tagging them so they are easier to click on. While killing these spots, you have to flick prayers against the feathers that Huey launches from her back. On the screen, I'll show you what these feathers look like. Red is melee, blue is magic, and green is range. You know the drill. If prayed correctly, you will only receive 0 to 2 damage. However, if you miss the prayer, the feather can deal up to 14 damage. The other mechanic of Phase 1 is dodging the lightning striking the floor. A symbol will spawn on the ground, and after 4 in-game ticks, lightning will strike, dealing up to 16 damage. You will have to move out of the way to dodge these. The lightning and feathers will appear in each phase of this fight. Again, Thralls, Death Charge, and Piety are advised for quicker kills. Once you defeat all 5 spots, Huey's tail will move, and you can proceed up the mountain for Phase 2. When reaching the top of the mountain, you should resummon your Thrall, or it will take a bit of time for the old one to run up the mountain. Up on top of the mountain, you will find 2 caves, which we will deal with in Phase 3, Huey and 3 pillars. If you are soloing, then this phase is just hitting the boss, dodging the lightning strikes, and prayer flicking when the feathers fly at you, until Huey reaches 50% health. For those in a group, you'll notice the 3 pillars off to the side. You'll get a 30% damage buff by keeping these active. To activate the pillars, you'll need at least 3 people, though. You will be able to charge up the red, blue, and green pillar by each player praying the correct protection prayer, so 1 melee, 1 mage, and 1 range. Keeping up each prayer will charge up the corresponding pillar. If all the pillars are charged up when the seer in front of them is done casting, it will light the torch at the top of each pillar, activating the buff. If you don't keep the bars on the pillars up by the time the next cast comes around, you'll lose the buff, but don't worry, this mechanic repeats for the rest of the fight. So you will need to keep the pillar charged each cast to keep the buff active. If you're running more than 3 people, you will need to even out who is running each prayer. Don't forget that you still have to prayer flick the feathers flying at you and continue dodging the lightning strikes on the floor. Once Huey reaches half health, she will throw up a shield and start attacking with her tail from the caverns on the side. Here is where we enter Phase 3, the tail phase. Here is where you'll want to swap to those additional weapons and gear you brought. You will have to DPS the 400 HP tail down to get rid of the shield on the boss. Remember that you can only max hit a 9 on the tail, so faster and multi-attacking weapons will work best here. Thralls are also very strong. The tail will always start on the western side by the pillars. It will then switch sides about every 20 seconds. Each time the tail comes out of the cave, it will spawn a wave that you will have to run over to avoid taking damage. Running sideways through the wave is easier, but you can run straight through it if you time it correctly. I have 2 tiles apart on a diagonal towards the caves, and run from one spot to the other when the wave hits the spot I'm running to. Keep in mind, you still have to prayer flick the feathers, dodge the lightning strikes, and keep up the damage buff you get from the pillars. After the tail phase, Huey's shield will drop, which will allow you to DPS her for Phase 4. For Phase 4, Huey will increase her attack speed, which will mean more lightning strikes. And the other added mechanic for phase 4 is that her tail will send out shockwaves similar to the previous phase. The waves will alternate sides every attack, which is about 15 seconds. This will require players to move on a diagonal while damaging the boss. Stand in the middle and set a diagonal from you, and step over to it whenever the wave reaches the far tile to avoid the wave. And of course, you still have to prayer flick the feathers, dodge lightning strikes, and keep up the damage buff you get from the pillars. After you beat the boss, Huey will drop a large amount of loot and big bones. If you are in a group, you will only get the bones if you are the MVP. Players must meet a certain damage threshold to receive loot. The loot received in a group will be shared based on the damage you deal to the boss. Huey's respawn timer is 30 seconds. When Huey respawns, she will knock you down the mountain for you to start the encounter again. If you want to leave before she respawns or to resupply before the next fight, you will find a slide down to the camp on the northeast side of the mountain. As of this video, the streak number is bugged. Here is a list of the drops you can get from Huey. Notable rewards from the boss would be the Huey Hide, the Tome of Earth, the Dragon Hunter's Wand, Huasca seeds used for prayer regeneration pots, soiled pages, and the pet. And here is a list of the combat achievements for Huey. That's it for my Huey Coddle guide. I hope you learned something, and please like and subscribe. If you want me to make a specific guide, please tell me by leaving it in the comments below. A special thanks to Bounce, Silly Goose, Cronus31, and EchoEv. And of course, thank you to the OSRS Wiki for the great visuals.
I'm a stuffing guy. The stuffing is what holds Thanksgiving together. Don't get me wrong, I love premium carved turkey and cranberries.
If you don't keep the bars on the pillars up by the time the next cast comes around, you'll lose the buff. But don't worry, this mechanic repeats for the rest of the fight. So you will need to keep the...
What is going on, guys? Dubs here, back with another RuneScape guide, and today we're going to be checking out the Huey Codal. Our boy Huey just dropped with Varlamore Part 2, so let's jump right into it. The Huey Codal is located in the northwestern section of Varlamore. He is on the top of the Dark Frost Mountain. To get there, you can either use a calcified moth and spawn over in Camp Torum, and go ahead and run on over. You can also use the fairy code ring AJP, teleport, and go ahead and run on over. You can also use the whistle from the Hunter's Guild, or you can take the standard Varrock Quetzal teleports and just work your way here, and just work your way all the way up to the Dark Frost Mountain. There is also a bank located at the top of the mountain, so you don't need to worry about having your inventory and gear all sorted out. You can wear whatever you want and just work your way over here. The Hoikotal can be killed either using melee, ranged, or magic, although he is weakest to crush and magic damage. I'll be showcasing melee and mage kills for that reason. For my melee setup, I'll be using the Natizna Face Guard, Amulet of Torture, Bandos Chestplate, and Tassets, as well as Primordial Boots, Ferocious Gloves, Berserker Ring Imbued, the dual Makahakaloodles or whatever, the Fire Cape, as well as a War Blessing. If you do happen to bring along your Dragon Hunter Lance, make sure that you have it in Crush style, as he is weakest to Crush and not to Stab, even though the Lance has a better Stab bonus. For my inventory, in the melee setup, I'll be bringing along a Stamina Pot, a Divine Super Combat Potion, 4 Prayer Potions, as well as an inventory full of Lobsters. For my mage gear, I'll be bringing along a Bloodbark Helmet, Occult Necklace, Bloodbark Body and Legs, as well as Eternal Boots, Seer's Ring Imbued, Tormented Bracelet, a Mystic Smokestaff, Eldinis' Ward, a War Blessing, and a God Cape Imbued. The Hoikotal is weak to earth magics, so if you bring along a Mystic Smokestaff, you'll receive an additional bonus to casting on the standard spellbook in damage and accuracy. For my Magic Gears inventory, I'll be bringing along 2 Stamina Potions, 4 Prayer Potions, an inventory full of Lobsters, and a Divine Rune Pouch for casting Earth Surge. Alright, a couple of things before we go ahead and jump on in. To enter the boss fight, all you have to do is climb over this chain over here. The Hoikotal can be fought with a maximum group of 20 people at a time, and if your world is full, you can just go ahead and hop worlds and try and find an open one. If you want to run it with your friends or try it in solos, all you have to do is come over here to this flagpole, and it gives you a couple of options. You can start a public friends fight, you can start a solo fight, or you can join a public friends fight. Alright, we're going to climb over the chain and start the boss fight. Alright, we're just going to wait for it to go ahead and start, and boom, here we go. So his body is stretched all throughout this mountain. You're going to want to start hitting these caverns where his body is exposed, and eventually, once they're all destroyed, he will move his tail up here that is blocking the path. He's going to spawn magic attacks on the ground, and you're going to want to dodge those. This little blue arrow falling at me is his mage attack. You're going to want to protect from mage to prevent taking damage from that. His tail is moving, so we can go ahead and run to the top of the mountain now. It's a very quick boss. It seems fast-paced, but it's just really easy, guys. So we're going to run up and start fighting Huey now. Dodge his mage attack that's on the ground. There's a ranged attack coming at us. You can tell from the green arrow. So we're going to protect from range. And just keep hitting Huey while we're up here. I don't even have piety on. How silly. Keep hitting him, and his tail spawned. So we're going to want to run at this tail in a diagonal pattern, just like that, to avoid taking damage from that wave. Red arrow, protect from melee. Dodge the mage attack on the ground, and go ahead and go back and just start hitting the tail. Green arrow coming at you, we're going to protect from range. The Hueycodal is immune to damage while his tails are spawned. Go ahead and run through that. Oh, that was a mage attack I didn't pray against right there. But he had a blue mage attack coming in we should have prayed mage against. Green arrow coming at us. We're going to protect from range right there. Dodge the mage attacks as they spawn around the arena. Blue attack going out, so we have a mage attack. And there was the wave coming. Just kind of run diagonal with the wave. And we have our kill down. He dropped us a rune plate skirt. Let's go ahead. I'm going to show you guys another kill real quick because they're so fast. Eat a lobster. Go ahead and top off your health. I only bring in lobsters because he does not hit hard, guys. If you're worried about taking damage, you could bring in sharks or manta rays. You could even upgrade to Cerebrew, Carbonbombs, however the hell you say those, and some sort of hard food, so that way you could triple combo eat if you're really worried about dying. But the Hoikodal does not do that much damage. So the fight's starting off again. Going to hit the body parts and protect from prayers accordingly as they come at us. Mage attack on the ground. We're going to dodge it. Mage attack falling from the sky. So we're going to protect from mage. The body parts are destroyed. Tail's moving, so we can run to the top of the mountain again. We're running up, and we can start fighting Huey up here. Mage attacks on the ground. Go ahead and dodge those. Melee attack falling from the sky. Protect from melee. Tail's going to spawn, so go ahead and run at the tail diagonally. Dodge the attack, just like that, guys. We have a mage attack falling from the sky. Protect from mage. Dodge the mage attack on the ground. Keep hitting the tail. The Hoikodal is immune to damage, so we have to take out the tail. Ranged attack falling from the sky. Protect from range. Tail is down. We can start hitting the Hoikodal again. Mage attack falling from the sky. Super straightforward, really easy fight. Hoikodal and a wave. We're going to run diagonal through the wave, and we're good to go. And that's all there is to melee kills, guys. Super easy. I'm going to go throw on my mage gear, and we'll show you the mage fight. Alright guys, we're all geared up for fighting the Hoikodal in mage gear. Just showing you again real quick what I'm wearing. Here's the inventory, nothing too crazy. Make sure you have your rune pouch, that way you can use your earth spells with you. Make sure you have it highlighted in your book so it auto-casts. Let's go ahead and hop the fence and start the fight. Alright, they already have the boss in the top phase. Alright, protect from mage against that mage attack that's fallen at us. He's almost dead, so we're going to go ahead and showcase a whole nother kill too. Run diagonal through that. Alright, and they have the Hoikodal down. We did absolutely nothing that fight. And we're just going to wait for the next one to start. Alright, the Hoikodal is waking up, guys. Go ahead and top off your health, sip any of your potions or whatever you need to do, and go ahead and start hitting the body and all these caverns, getting them down to 0. That way he moves his tail and we can get up to the top of the mountain. Dodge the mage attack on the ground. Keep hitting. Melee attack falling from the sky. Protect from melee. Tail is moving. And just start maging him from a distance. Boom, attack coming out. We got the blue one. Protect from mage. Just keep hitting him. Tail's coming. Run at the tail. And we dodge the attack. That easy, guys. Mage attack. Prey mage. Keep hitting the tail. Mage attack on the ground again. Dodge the mage attack. Keep hitting the tail. He's shooting another mage attack. Keep mage prey on. Super easy. Dodge the blue gunk on the ground. That little magic attack. Melee attack falling from the sky. We're going to protect from melee. And the tail's coming out of this side now. Go ahead and dodge that. Oh, look at that. He's down. And it's that easy, that quick, guys. I'm averaging 1 minute kills with the groups and masses. So, not that long of a boss at all. Go ahead and jump in and go get some kills. Now let's take a look at what you're here farming for. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at what loot he drops. The big ones here is definitely going to be the Dragon Hunter Wand. The Dragon Hunter Wand is the new Dragonbane weapon that just got added into the game. It'll increase the maximum amount of damage that you can do with your magic attacks against all dragons. It's going to be huge though for metal dragons like Mithril, Adamantite, and Rune. Also drops the Tome of Earth. The Tome of Earth is just like the Tome of Fire and Tome of Water, except this one will power up your Earth spells, making them even better. You'll need to fill it with soiled pages and keep it charged that way. He also drops a couple alchables. He's got the Rune Scimitar, Rune Mace, Rune Plate Skirt, and Adamant Plate Body. He's got a couple rune drops. We've got Nature, Death, and Cosmic. Some Earth runes. Nothing too crazy there. Would have been nice if he had some Blood runes on the table. Tell you what. Some low level seeds, pretty nice for early level accounts, and Iron Man. He's got Guam, Erit, Watermelon, Pineapple, and the new one is really nice. We've got the Huasca seed, if I'm saying that right. Those ones have been selling pretty good. Decent little margin behind those, at least currently. On his other drop table, he also has Sunfire Splinters, Sun-Kissed Bones, Dragon Bones, and Cannonballs. Those are really nice drops. Also Adamantite Ore and Raw Sharks, because why not? And for his tertiary table, he has Hard Clue Scrolls and the Pet. I've seen the Pet a couple times in-game now, and it is pretty sweet. Probably got a couple of guys standing at World 320 and 330, Grand Exchange, just flashing it off, guys. Go check it out. It's pretty sweet. And that is all there is to defeating the Huey Codal, guys. If you enjoyed this guide, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe. We have tons of great content on our YouTube. We have other boss guides as well as Dungeons and Dragons streams and some other fun stuff, so go ahead and check that out, guys. If you want to become more of a member of the New School Gaming community, you can go ahead and join our Discord. The link will be down below in the description. And if you made it this far, thank you as always, and game on, my friends. I'll see you next time.
Zach Wood sold out to be in an ad for Jira Project Management Software.
This is Exhibit Cha-Ching.
Welcome to This Is Important, a production of iHeartRadio, the show where we talk about what's obviously most critically, crucially important. Today on This Is Important.
I ate dog food when I was a kid. We talked about this.
I feel like today was probably the most important episode we ever have done.
You misspoke, you fucking idiot. Strap in.
Give me a hell yeah!
Let's do this!
You God!
Let's go.
Wow, dude!
I love it!
What up?
Oh, Durs, back in the States from down under. Welcome
What
back
up,
to the
mate?
States for like
How are you,
Zoa,
mate?
no, you didn't.
Oh, you still got the Zoas? Dang, I'm tapped out. I need more. Give me more.
So obviously, I've been in Australia, and I was like, you know what? Can't find Zoa here. I need to go home and get my Zoa.
Oh,
Can
you
you-
got to
can you-
recharge
can
your
you-
mana.
Yeah.
There's no Zoa? Have you looked for Zoa?
You know, I haven't gone to the Costco or 7-Eleven. I don't know. I'm sure it's there.
I bet Zoa's there. Zoa seems international.
No, I had a couple weeks off. They said go home. They said that we don't need you for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Let's go.
Welcome
Go kiss
back,
your family.
baby.
Go kiss your wife. And
Yeah,
I said,
welcome
let's
back.
do this.
Is
Welcome
the
back.
USA as good as you remember it? Does it feel good? Be back?
Now,
I just-
yeah, when you're
I
gone
was like, give
for a
me
while,
Mexican food now.
Yeah. You come
That's
back to
it.
America to eat the food of another country. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But like California,
Absolutely.
did you know? Here's a little history lesson. California used to be Mexico.
Hey, might as well be Mexico. Huh? Might as well be Mexico, huh?
Okay. Well, if they're not going to seal up the border a little bit, I mean, build a
Hey,
dang
geez,
wall or something. Jesus. It's an election year.
Yeah, so I came home, got myself a cat taco
Perfect.
and a hot dog.
Okay.
Dude,
Yes, points.
I mean, this is going to be sold, but I guess it might not be too old by the time this comes out. But obviously,
close.
you guys watched some of the debates.
No, what's gonna come out is that someone really did. That's what's gonna
Dude,
come out.
that's what's
What are you guys-
obviously
wait, what are you
people
guys
did.
talking?
you said obviously people did it. Go ahead.
Eat cats and dogs. Eat cats and dogs. When Trump said,
Oh, we're talking about Springfield, Ohio.
yeah, it was when Trump said people are eating cats and dogs, I'm like, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Why are the presidential nominees for the country screaming about this? It was insane, dude. It was insane. Because for sure, someone in America, right this very second, there's 350 million people or so, I think,
Okay.
in America right now. One person is eating a dog.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
For
One
days.
person's
Is it one of
eating a
these people?
human right now.
Yes. Is it one of these people? What do you mean by these people?
Is it one of those people? Them.
Yeah.
Is it one of those
those.
others?
Yeah, the ones we're letting in out of the insane asylums. they're
Yeah,
running
they're
the
going
streets.
straight out of the
They're
insane
eating our
asylum.
dogs. They're going
Yeah.
straight to Ohio, and they are fucking pulling up and eating dogs. 'Cause
honestly,
dogs
to-
are-
Dude, the best part of that would have been if Trump, like, they walked out a dog and he started petting it. Like,
Right.
a really
Yeah.
cute dog. And
he
he's
pulled a
just like,
puppy out of his coat.
It's a bagel. Dang.
so that's what was in there.
It'll get there. It'll get there. Debates are gonna get really cool.
There's no more. He's not gonna do one.
Yeah.
He says.
I'm saying in the
Uh,
future. The future.
Oh yeah, of course.
When-
As you
when
always
AI
are. You're
takes
talking about
over?
the future.
Yeah. AI debates.
When he said insane asylum, I was like, that's a throwback. It's been a
I
long
know.
time since anybody's been like, they're coming from insane asylums.
The only time you hear that is if you're reading Batman comic books. Like, where are
Right.
it's unreal. It feels good to hear about insane asylums again.
It's so throwback.
See, you like insane asylums, but you didn't like when I said bums the other week. You didn't like.
No, that's a totally
Yeah. Bum is
unhoused.
a t-shirt equipment line.
Yeah,
That's all we know.
Thank you. You're right.
No, you don't like
Yes,
when I say
points!
bums. Because I would say, if you don't go to work, if you're lazy and you choose not to go get a job and you're just chilling
Yeah.
on the couch,
Yeah.
That's
you might be a bum.
I don't know.
Okay.
That sounds. That's.
But
Yeah.
yet you love
6
insane
months ago.
asylums.
Yeah.
I love insane asylums, dude.
Okay, well I do too, actually. So I don't
It's
know. why I'm
great.
hating
I
on
love you guys.
Wackadoodles.
It was great. I mean, yeah, someone's eating a dog for sure.
Yeah, without a
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah.
And for sure you would eat a dog over a cat. And I love dogs. I like cats.
Okay.
I'd say I
don't
like
know.
cats. I love
no,
dogs.
I'm
But you
gonna.
would eat a dog just because if you're hungry.
There's more meat. There's more meat on a
Oh, for
dog,
sure.
depending on the dog, obviously. But like, what tastes better, a dog or a cat?
No, well,
That is a crazy question, and it's a great question.
and this is a very important topic.
Let's just get out the
really
way.
important.
The cat diet. I feel like what the cats are putting in their body, it's like more like real meat based, right? As opposed to dogs. Dogs are just eating that like dry dog food.
I wish I had the drop up. What do you feed your dog? What do you feed your dog?
Yeah, that's a
What do
good
you
drop.
feed your dog? You
Hey, so-
you feed your dog dry dog food?
He doesn't
I
have
think
that, and you know
most
that.
people do. I think most people do.
Yeah, I would say most people do.
Right?
think-
Not everyone can afford that like blue wolf fucking like top sirloin.
Yeah, or like in LA where like there's like welcome to the
Just for dogs?
the pet kitchen or whatever, and then it's just like actual like there's that one on Santa Monica, and I swear every time I'm like at a red light right there, I'm like,
Mhm.
what is that damn good smell? Because
Right.
they're essentially just cooking
Wait,
steak.
Adam, do you do this?
It's just like
do you do
delicious
this?
steak being prepped. Yeah, I'm like,
Adam, that might be a taco
He's
truck.
sniffing around like a goddamn
it's
dog.
not, dude. I swear to you, it's the delicious wafts coming
Yeah.
out of
Dog
the
food.
just for dogs or whatever whatever that kitchen,
Adam starts howling.
and it's just delicious
pizza.
steaks that they're prepping for these rich Beverly Hills
Doggies.
Hollywood Hills fucks who
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
their dogs and feed them
Yeah.
steak.
Well,
Which I'm like, you could just grill steak.
So cat tastes better?
I think when we were kids, dogs ate dog food, but at some point, people realized
In the 90s.
in the 90s, dogs ate dog food. Now, you could just boil chicken, like cook, like make some yams. Dogs can eat whatever.
Hold up, real quick. Mount Rushmore of dog food brands.
Kibble number one.
Iams dog food.
Kibble and bits, dude.
I would like to have a big shout out to whatever that dog food store is right on Santa
Yeah.
Monica and Fairfax, because whatever they're cooking in there, I'm buying, dude.
I love it.
Send my man some snacks.
Dude,
so
dogs
cats
can eat
taste
pumpkin.
I was like, is that a Mendocino Farms? What is that delicious
Right.
smell? Like, my God,
He's lining up.
fucking smells great.
Dang, dude.
Mendocino.
I mean, I'd rather eat dog food than cat food for sure. Cat food is gross.
I ate dog food when I was a kid. We talked about this when my mom or maybe it was my dad would be like, "Oh, you're not gonna eat dinner? Here, eat this then."
Cookie Run Tower of Adventures is officially available on both mobile and PC with Google Play Games. Immerse yourself in a 3D cookie adventure on a larger PC screen with a mouse and keyboard or controller. Download and play with Google Play Games today.
Hey, alien, wait up!
Welcome to Lumbria. My mom and dad were king and queen. Woohoo! Until a dark spell was cast upon them.
We can't keep this secret much longer. Your kingdom needs a real
Whoa.
See ya.
Because I'd be like, "This is nasty. I don't want fucking yams." Or not fuck. I didn't swear at my parents. They'd beat me. But
better not. You're not Kyle.
he'd be
Chill.
like, "All right,
Kyle.
fine. Here you go." And then he'd be like, he'd put a bowl of dog food, and I'd be like, "Fine."
Spit on that thing!
I'd spit on that thing and choke down a few.
So they forced you to eat dog food. Is what you're?
He would put dog food there. He'd be like, "Fine, then eat this," and I'd be like, "Fine."
Wait, hold on. Well,
And it was
hold
just
on.
a battle of the wills, and I'm eating dog food. And he's like,
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
Pop. You didn't have a dog though, right?
"Yeah, we did."
Oh, you did.
Oh.
I forgot the whole.
My dad would break into the neighbor's garage.
Dude, how did this dog die? Because
You know, no one ever
We're-
found it. It just kind of went missing.
All right.
They
It
found a
was-
fork and a knife, and that's it.
Yeah, it's the Haitians in Evanston.
No.
It's out of control.
Hey,
Come on,
hey! Shout
brother.
out to the Haitians in Evanston.
Hey, big hey.
But
Haitians.
no, Freddie. She was 18. She was an old blind dog, and just
Freddie
one
was-
day, hot day, Dad
Yeah.
came home, found her in the lawn.
day.
Just
Oh no.
Freddie was gone. Buried
What?
her under a oak tree or something like that.
On the bottom of a children's slide.
Yeah.
Um,
Put her on the bottom of a hot children's slide. Oh no, that's before she died. That's how she died. Sorry, I got it all backwards.
Freddie took the long slide to hell.
Oh, man. I do like when
Yeah, that's what it was.
I do like when dogs get that old.
Yeah, old dogs rock.
Chloe's dog
Yeah.
was also 18,
Yeah.
and
Damn.
when my buddy Zach saw,
Hey, nice, legal,
Nice.
Hot, 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 hot.
Ew.
This podcast
saw
rules.
I love
when,
you guys.
when my buddy Zach saw the dog for the first time, he was like, "Look at this fucking wizard," and it really stuck with me
Mhm, yeah.
because just
That's cool.
how their eyes glass over, and they just got the
Mhm.
the long white. It was a black dog, but it is just
Right.
Yeah.
fully
They're no
white in the
longer
face at this
viewing-
point.
Right.
Yeah, they got the ghost face. They're looking
Mhm.
into a different dimension, but
Yeah.
they're
Right.
still smiling through it.
It's like a Morgan
or
Freeman
they're not.
dog.
Or they're not,
Or-
or it's kind of sad. But
It's like Morgan Freeman fucked a luck dragon.
Oh my god. Give me
Um,
that show now.
It's
I feel
like-
like they've stopped that joke for a man is long dead, right?
I
it's
think
like
so.
this, fuck this.
I don't know. The way
I think that saying it's like this,
that sounded pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, the way Durst delivered it, made it. I was kind of like, that should come back, right?
yeah, it's very whiteboard. It's very whiteboard. But to
Let's bring
do
it
them
back.
in succession is over. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you're
That's-
like it,
that to me is not skibbity riz.
It's like Hulk Hogan fucked a werewolf.
but all that's just Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
But what I don't mind those. What I don't like is where it's like Hulk Hogan fucked a werewolf and ate a bowl of regret, and you're like,
Do you
okay.
love him?
I don't like the like.
Yeah. Huh. You don't like building on it with something
The
that isn't material or like
non-literal. Yeah, I don't like
Oh.
those ones.
Okay. Well,
it's
that's
like you
pretty
got hit
specific.
by a car of hopelessness, and you're like,
Yeah, of despair.
yeah,
And you're like, the car is despair.
okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm a little in the weeds here.
Cut it out.
But I'll say, I think the first time I heard it, I go, whoa, okay, that's kind of fun. But then when you're just doing it, it's like, well, they did it.
Okay.
Right.
Can't we just play bits from old movies?
That's
A
hot.
weird thing just happened to me right before the podcast, and
Oh,
I would
dear.
like to speak on it for 1
Oh,
second. I did not shit a rotisserie chicken string.
Perfect.
Get that out of the way. But something
Okay.
in my bathroom also just
Is it even worth talking about that?
it is. I
The
mean,
cause of
it's not
diarrhea.
as good, so I don't want people to think they're going to hear that I shit
Okay.
out
Yeah.
a rotisserie chicken string. It's
Did
not
you
that
shit out your childhood memories?
good.
Either you
I
have
shit out
diarrhea
all
or you
my
don't.
Disappointment.
Yeah. Okay.
No, dude. My Chloe keeps
My Chloe.
my Chloe. She keeps my. I have a little cup that I keep my toothbrush in, and then when she cleans
Ooh.
up, she always puts my comb and my razor and
Yeah, it's not okay.
in the same cup. And I'm
Not
always
okay.
like, I don't want this in the same cup.
Yeah.
Regardless, this cup, I've been using it for months. And,
Yeah, it's not okay.
in the same cup, and I'm
Not
always
okay.
like, I don't want this in the same cup.
Yeah.
Regardless, this cup, I've been using it for months. Have not washed it. Have not looked in this cup. Today, I took
Yeah.
just a little while ago. The hair's still wet. Took
Mhm.
the comb out.
Mm-hmm.
Combed my hair. You're saying like you know, like you know.
Is
Combed
it worms?
my hair.
Don't tell me it's worms.
Maggots, dude.
Maggots now.
Maggots, dude. All over the comb. All over the comb. I had two combs in there. I grabbed the other comb. I grabbed the other comb, covered in even more maggots, dude. Even more maggots, dude.
I thought we got past
Stop.
this stage of life. What?
So
Yes.
hang on.
And
hang
dude,
on.
I mean, guys, we keep a clean home. You guys have both been in my home. My home is a clean home. I'm not a gross person.
Yeah, you're not gross people. You're not gross people.
Hey, wait, Adam. Adam, I hate to
Whoa.
tell you this. You don't.
I do.
Do not
I
come.
do.
No.
I do, dude.
No. This just in.
No.
Maggots. Maggots and cups.
I
Not
know.
clean.
Not clean.
I know. And I
Not
get
clean.
that. And I get that. And also, the grossest part. Oh, the gross. No, I went like this to my hair.
Okay.
Oh, they're falling out. Yeah.
Their maggots were just in my I had rubbed
Oh.
maggots into my hair. So I
So
washed
here-
my hair
so
like
here's what I
5
need.
times.
You went back into the shower, right?
Went immediately back in the shower.
Yeah.
Showered. Washed my hair 5 times in a row.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Well, you
Washed,
never.
rinsed, washed, rinsed. Washed,
They're
rinsed,
in there.
washed,
The
rinsed,
maggots are
washed,
still
rinsed.
under.
It's too late.
the
Your
scalp.
hair,
Yeah,
your
you're
hair's
done.
all maggots now.
You're going to turn into a fly.
You
That
know,
is-
there's no fan in this.
How are we not saying "Ayo maggots"?
Well,
There's no fan in this bathroom, and so there's so much moisture in this
Oh.
bathroom that there keeps getting like mold buildup in the
Dude.
like water closet, where the
Water
toilet is, you know?
trash.
And so
Oh
we
my
keep
God.
having them come out, and they're not fixing the damn fan, and so the moisture keeps getting stuck there. So there's
Sounds like you got some new fans.
and so
Oh, it's Adam Devine.
I don't understand how the maggots got in my cup.
Yes,
I
points!
don't really understand it.
Let's just get into it.
We had the cleaner come out last Friday, so
Yeah.
they're not looking
not
at that.
not long ago.
So
I-
what is in this cup besides your toothbrush? I know you said comb.
My toothbrush, my razor,
The razor.
and 2 combs.
Oh
And
my
so I
God.
guess I'm like, what is? Because you know what I had one time? I was using like a Burt's Bees shaving cream, and I
Sponsored.
think there was like honey or something in that, and
Mhm.
like
And it felt really good on your face, and
Yeah.
it's a
And
super close shave, and
yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah,
And- But this is gonna ruin it. But then I think because it had like honey or something in it, ants started coming up the drain because I was just washing essentially like sugar down the drain. So
It's science.
I had to stop using it.
yeah, that's weird. Keep the
So what's your aftershave like, or not your shaving cream on the razor? Are they going after that?
Does it have poop? Is it poop?
maybe.
Is it a food based?
But it wasn't. I was looking, and then I looked in my toothbrush, and there was no maggots
Oh
there.
my God, I didn't even think about that part. Your toothbrush is so close.
Oh, the toothbrush.
Wait, are you going toothbrush down into the cup? Toothbrush. Okay. Hey. Oh, okay.
No, toothbrush stays up. But I was. Yeah, face. Yeah. oh.
No, he's not in an insane asylum. What the fuck are you talking about? You crazy bastard. Dude, I mean, I can't even believe this is something that's real.
Yeah.
But I do think that the toothbrush cup, we all have them, right? Nobody just keeps a toothbrush in a drawer. We keep them in a damn cup.
I like to cantilever mine over the sink. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Over the sink, so you have it like hanging
all the time.
I brush it, and then as soon as I'm done, I leave it with like the wet head over the sink, and like so that it dries out.
Okay. Well, I do that when I'm at like a hotel or something, but
a brothel, a
brothel or something.
An Arby's bathroom.
For
For sure.
But aren't you afraid one of your boys are going to come over and see it there and then immediately stick it up their asshole?
Absolutely.
I love it.
And I'm
Aren't
glad
you
you brought
afraid?
this up, Adam.
Yeah.
It keeps me up at night, but I also like to live on the edge. So
Yeah, absolutely. So does your toothbrush.
I'm inviting it, I guess.
No, those cups are grimy. They are. We never think of cleaning them. And what's fucking bizarre is literally, it's the thing we put in our mouth every morning, our toothbrush. Like, why?
Right.
Why is the protocol
so
bad?
You had black mold in the cup.
I don't know. I don't know if it was what I mean. It was greenish mold.
Like, what
for
are they?
sure.
The maggots are eating that, right? Like they're getting their
yeah.
they're getting their macrobiotic. What are we saying? Macronutrients.
Yeah, just it looked like the film of, you know, when you were a kid and you'd like play in like creeks and shit, and there would be like the film
We'll go
over.
Go ahead.
Well, you guys aren't little country boys like I am,
Right.
but we'd play in creeks and shit, and you'd try to catch frogs and
creek.
whatnot. And there'd be like a film over, if it's not moving
I was busy
water,
doing double
just like
dutch.
a film over the water.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
real grimy and gross looking. That's what was at the bottom. And actually kind of a lot of water, I think, from all the moisture that's in the air, and then it settles into this cup.
Well, it's a wet toothbrush, and you put it in,
Wet.
and it works. That's why I cantilever.
Sure, but it was like this much water.
Can I recommend trying the cantilever for a little bit?
What?
I'm maggot free since '83.
If I wasn't the word of the day guy, I would say cantilever is the word of the day. How
Yeah,
many times you've said that word? Because
I'm trying to just illustrate.
In context, I know what that word is. But if
Yeah.
someone were to just said out of nowhere, just cantilever it, I would say, oh, for sure,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then act like I have to go to the bathroom and look it up.
Right.
Well,
Right.
And be like, I
Right.
will right after I take a shit.
Yeah.
One thing that I saw that my dad has that's a really cool invention is like you put this cap over the head of your toothbrush and it's like has UV lights. So supposedly it's like kills any sort of bacteria or whatever.
Yeah,
And
feel
you
like
got that
that's G
off
shit.
Sky Mall or like
For
what?
sure.
Yeah, that
He
sounds
definitely
like a
got
Sky
it.
Mall
It-
pie.
It was definitely purchased.
He bought a Lord of the Rings dagger and
Yeah.
that thing.
I think that should be like protocol. We all should be putting our toothbrushes in that UV invention.
What
And
happened to the
and
Sky Mall?
these combs.
Where's the Sky Mall?
I'm like, what do you do now? Do I throw these away? Do
Adam.
I?
Yes, yes, bro.
This is a bonfire. This is permission for bonfire.
You got to melt the bathroom down. You got to knock it out.
The whole thing.
Dude, but I'm leaving Charleston in like less than a month. Do I really got to go buy a new comb? Like spend my afternoon comb shopping?
Dude, aren't you going to work? Go to hair and makeup. Hair and makeup has all this shit.
Yes. No, have an assistant, somebody. Dude, you're on yachts in the weekend. You don't need to have maggots in your combs, dude. Just get a new
I think he
comb.
likes it. I
don't like it. Chloe actually ran. I feel like I could have landed on the ground and screamed.
You don't need to comb your hair.
My knee. I busted my knee. My knee shattered in 3 places. And she wouldn't have ran into the room as quick as she ran into the room because she heard the pure terror in my voice. It was like, ah!
Wow.
Wake up!
Are we sure this isn't the prank war continuing with the snake neighbors?
Yeah. Maybe they
so. Where they're like, this is going to make the pod for sure. Let's sprinkle a dozen maggots into our neighbor's cup comb.
A little toothbrush cup.
So that was the crazy thing that happened to me.
That might be the most disgusting thing I've heard about in a while.
Adam, you say that as if we can move on to anything now. Anyway, are they eating cats? I don't know, dude. Can we get a fucking close up on your hair right now?
No, dude. I went in pretty deep.